All right, coming to you live from Altamont Springs, Florida. This is Young Casper representing an RFM Radio, the Young Casper Show. I appreciate you joining. We have a great show in store for today. It won't be too long, and I want to put this in my first live episode that I am going to be taking a break from live radio just for a couple weeks with NBA and basketball being out. It is kind of tough for me, but I could still do a couple fave shows once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks, so stay in store for that. But my favorite sports are done, well, one of them is done, and NFL doesn't start till August, and that's only preseason, and everyone knows preseason is kind of just, it's almost like a tease for the regular season. So we're going to be talking a little bit about trades that have happened in the NBA very quickly, right after the NBA Finals. Trades have been taking place. So I want to first go with Derrick Rose to the New York Knicks. Crazy. I don't know how that's going to work with Carmelo and Derrick Rose, but you know what? They're two great players. Are they phenomenal players? No. But they are great in their roles. So, with Rose at the one, and Carmelo Anthony at the three, they can maybe make it work. And then I've also heard of trade rumors of Dwight Howard going to the New York Knicks, which would be very interesting. I don't think I'd like that, considering Magic are in the East. But anyway, Serge Ibaka traded from Oklahoma City to Orlando for Victor Oladipo. See, I don't know what to really think about this right now, because with the whole change of coach, you don't know what coach that we have now. Can't even remember his name. But you don't know what he has in mind, in store for the Orlando Magic. Sometimes we have to look at the broader band. Of course, Victor Oladipo, great all-around player, right? But what have we been missing since Dwight Howard's really left? An inside presence. And Serge will bring that to the Orlando Magic, with Peyton being the point guard, now we're going to have to really figure out the 2 spot. So, that's why I think it's a C-plus trade. I'm not going to say that it's great. I'm not going to say that it is negative. But I'm okay with it. As much as I liked Victor Oladipo, but ever since I've seen Serge play, it's phenomenal to see the way that he is, just his energy and everything, and we just need to build around that and get maybe even another. Really, we need an all-star, and then I believe our team would be set. Who are we gonna get, right? Who are we gonna get? Jimmy Butler traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wow. Interesting stuff there. I don't know. Like I've stated in the beginning of this episode, I'm just really kind of down and out, because no more NBA, and football won't be around the corner for a while, but we will have the baseball playoffs down the road that won't be too long away, and I kind of like to get into that, and soccer a little bit, but at the end of the day, my 2 favorite sports are basketball and football. And I would have really liked to see Jimmy Butler come to Orlando, but obviously it just didn't work. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen next NBA season 2017. Really 2016 into 2017. But anyways, I really think the New York Knicks will turn things around this year. I understand that they have been terrible the past 5 years, if not even more. I want to transition into Kevin Durant. Big topic of the offseason so far. Is he going to stay in Oklahoma City? Is he going to go to LA? Is he going to go to Golden State or Miami? What's Kevin Durant going to do? And even though it's just the conclusion and the end of the NBA Finals not too long ago, the offseason starts immediately after that trophy is risen, after the NBA Finals. So, again, congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers for being the 2016 NBA champions and the only team to ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals. You guys made history. And I know that is like a high that you could never even compare to. So, enjoy it. You all are champions. And my predictions about this Kevin Durant, getting back to that, I believe he'll stay in Oklahoma City. And my reason for him staying in Oklahoma City is because he's already with a title championship caliber team. I really see that he's already in position to win an NBA Finals. They just have to get it done, and there's a lot of competition out there. That's why these moves are very important, not only just for a coach point of view short time, but you have to see it as an owner's point of view for a long term and the worth of the player. A lot of people tend to forget that NBA is a business. It is nothing to, demolish the fact that it's all about money. It's all about money, and it's all about making the right choices at the right time. So, with that being said, moving on to LeBron James. A lot of people are thinking that he might leave. I really don't think he'll leave. Not the way and the fashion that he won the NBA Finals for the state of Cleveland. If anything, basketball players with talent need to go to Cleveland. Even though there's not a lot to do in Cleveland, which I've never really even been to Cleveland. I've been to Cincinnati, but not a lot going on there. But then again, that's more focused on basketball. If you want to win championships, you can't be distracted by what's going on around in the city, and somehow Miami did it, good number of times with all the distractions in Miami, LA. Once there's a team in Vegas, there will be eventually. It's like you can get easily so wrapped up in the nightlife, miss practice, or be late for practice, and be completely off for your next game. You just got to be focused, like D. Wade would say, focused. But we won't be shedding any sweat tears. But anyways, with all that being said, it's not going to be a completely long show. I got to do another show after this, and then like I've stated, I'm going to take a couple weeks off, and I'll probably miss it a lot, so I might just hop on frequently and just do a live show just randomly. But we had the NBA draft last night as well. And quite frankly, my preference, I don't necessarily like to get into the NBA draft. I kind of want to see it play out and see how they do in training camp, and once they are, I like to hear about it, but I don't like to get so wrapped up in it. There's a lot of not too much hype for me. But you never know what's gonna happen with these teams, and I want to stay focused more on the Cavs, the Orlando Magic, Oklahoma City. Those are the three teams I really want to stay focused on right now. And, going back to the Cavs, what do they do this offseason? Do they just keep their team and think that it's enough? To me, quite frankly, I think you need a little bit of help. But I don't know where that's going to come from. But I think you need to get another center. Or a great, or not, and that doesn't necessarily be great, but someone that could come in and fill, which you can't fill his shoes, but someone to take the relief off of LeBron James when he comes out. We need a good small forward. And going to the Orlando Magic, we need a shooting guard now, obviously. Or we could put Mario there. That team is still young. So putting in Serge in there, that gives a little bit of leadership. That coach knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So Magic fans, don't lose hope because we lost Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo was a very, very outstanding basketball player. And not only just that, he's an outstanding person, human being. Great spirit. Great belief system. And he will do great in Oklahoma City, But we need to focus on the post. Because ever since Dwight Howard has left, we have had no post presence. Sorry, Vooch, but you just can't get it done. Offensively, you're pretty good. But defensively, you're... So, let's see what other trades have took in Rome today. I know there had to have been some today. But, There's a lot that happened so fast after the NBA Finals, isn't it? It's like, damn, can these guys have a... Then again, some of these teams didn't really make it too far or whatever. But, so, Milwaukee Bucks signed coach Jason Kidd to a 3-year contract extension through 2019 to 2020. So, good stuff. Good job, Milwaukee. Which, I'm not trying to say he's a bad coach or nothing, but I'm not too great. Even though Tyronn Lue did it this year, but I'm not too fond about players becoming coaches because I don't know. That's just me, though. It's just me. But going back to a little bit of New York, I know that I was going to stay focused on those three teams, Cavs, Orlando, and Oklahoma City, but they acquired Derrick Rose, New York Knicks, plus guard Justin Holiday, and a 2017 second-round draft pick from Chicago for Robin Lopez, Jose Cardell, and people that are unknown. So, yeah. It's interesting to see where J.R. Smith goes this year. After winning the NBA championship, and it must suck, Carmelo. He got one before you. But, just speaking from my mind, getting away from a little bit of the trade transactions and states, I am so happy that Cleveland Cavaliers won the NBA Finals. Now, everyone doubted them out, and even a little bit of me. But for them to come back down 3-1 in the NBA Finals it's history. It's history. Not demolishing what Golden State did this year, but